Hello and welcome back to the bottom. My name is Beast. Today, the starting Ikikoi. I'm not going to say the complete name because it is kind of weird to say in my opinion. I don't know. I know it's just a normal phrase like Ikinari something something. I don't fucking. Ikinari anata ni koi shiteru. There we go. This game can go fuck itself just on account of the installation. But yeah. I don't really have much to say on it, except for the fact that you see the Twin Tails one, I'm not going to be doing her route, because that's the sister. And her route is apparently just, yes, warning. Anyways, let's get into it without much ado. Also, one other thing. I'm going to keep the part short today since it is almost 10. Kinda got home a bit late after my auntie's birthday. However, I still got home at like roughly like 8. Like maybe half past 8. However, I just kind of like couldn't get myself to stand up out of my bed while after I was done changing. So that's that. Anyways, let's just get into it. My name is Onigase Choji, and like any typical person, I have a home. By the time I discovered that it had turned into an European-style palace, it was 6:59 a.m. Actually, the time didn't even matter. That was no need to be so precise. What I'm trying to say is that my home, an average Japanese house, had transformed into the Palace of Versailles overnight. What in the world is this? Bright roses bloomed throughout my long and winding backyard. It's like a writer just gave him the background art as a shoujo manga and ordered him to recreate a palace drawn inside. Why isn't the time to make clever deductions or terrible jokes? That's a wall? That's just a painted wall. That's a utility post turned into a pillar. It's fucking well made though, you gotta hand it to him. Let's figure out what's going on. What kind of reason am I supposed to think up? After yelling that, I took a deep breath. I calmed myself down and started searching through my memories. Last night, I remember having a normal Japanese-style backyard. And it should be right. But if I had to point out something out of the ordinary at that time... Hey now.
私はこちらで構いません。
That voice sounds familiar. That's not the point. It doesn't matter if you mind or not. There's a backyard. Humans can't live in backyards.
問題ありません。長司様をお気になさらずに。
You know what? Like, I know that voice, but I can't place it right now, so I'm just gonna, like, grab my goddamn browser. That's why I know it. It's Kawashima Rino or Mizusawa Kei. I do know that I've heard her before. She should actually be like the blue-haired bitch from Daitoshika Ritsuchika, shouldn't she? Let's see. Here. fuck is that? Ah, okay. She voices a character in a game called Breed Island. What? Okay, I guess. She voices someone in G Senjo no Mao. Usami Haru. Namely. Then. Okay, she's Margaret, actually. Hold on.
問題ありません。長司様をお気になさらずに。
I guess I can hear it now. It's like a bit softer, sure, but it's still Margaret. Oh, she actually also voices someone in Mashirudo Symphony. But that means she shouldn't be the blue-haired bitch from Daitoshiko no Ichijika, if I remember correctly. She's also Asako in Grisaya. And unheretical in Rocker Riot. If we're already at it, might as well just go through the whole thing. She's voiced a lot of characters in this way. Okay, so I wasn't going crazy. It is the blue-haired bitch from Daitoshokan no Ichijika. I'm just going slowly but surely insane, it seems. Also, Asai D. Ludwig in Happy Mayor. And then, of course, Tsujido. Not really any need to look up more characters since we now have a rough idea now. How can I not worry? What are you gonna do if it starts raining?
そこに家があるじゃありませんか。
If you're gonna come in every time it rains, you might as well not live in the backyard.
長司様は不可解なことをおっしゃいますね。家があるから大丈夫だと申しているではありませんか。ほら、あそこに。
Over there, I don't remember being rich enough to have another house in my backyard. Wait, I do?
はい。先ほど発見いたしました。
It's true. I did have something like that. It's been years since I last remembered its existence. The house was a doghouse. It didn't have any dogs, but there was an empty doghouse in the backyard. We didn't have any dogs, I mean. This is a doghouse?
違います。
Of course it is. Just look at it.
違います。これで2度目。仏の顔も3度までと申します。その続きの言葉には、それなりの覚悟が必要である、と助言いたします。
Girl, remember... Girl, remember whose backyard you were in. Ugh. She was calm and had a refined demeanor at all times. However, there would be occasions when she would be abnormally persistent in the weirdest things. She pointed the tip of the broom she was holding towards me. It made a unique sound effect. It sounded like the loading of a bullet into a rifle. I could even see patterns inside the hole on the tip of her bamboo broom. I could only describe them as rifling. Rifling is a system of helical grooves in the gun's barrel. It imparts a spin that geoscopically improves the projectile's aerodynamic stability and accuracy. Perhaps it would be more romantic to describe the spin of the bullet as the blind circular reasoning of a maiden in love as it pierces the boy she's enamored with. Maybe I should just keep it simple. She had a gun. What else could it be other than a gun? What is a gun, you ask? Well, it's the kind of thing that shoots bullets with a bang and sends blood splashing out from whoever is hit. There were strict laws restricting the possession of stuff like that, but it seems like she fulfilled all of the criteria. In other words, she was equipped with a broom capable of killing. Why was she in possession of such a dangerous object? Why she was in possession of such a dangerous object was not something to talk about now. Ah. Very annoying. Gotta end the endless off-topic discussion somewhere, you see. For starters, I gave up on debating with her and hung my head down immediately. This girl's name is Tsumugu. Despite having a surname that reminds you of a dumb excuse for getting drunk and dying in a car crash, her parents suggested she was a sweet maiden. See what I did with the word maiden? I think it's pretty clever, so please don't go correcting me by saying it's a miscapitalization. Thank you. While she was older than me, she looked much younger. Anyway, our maiden here was going to lodge at the Onigasa residence starting on that very day. Originally, she was a janitor that lived in my school. You might ask why a janitor was lodging at our place. Well, since so many things happened, I'll skip over the minor details for now. The story won't proceed if I just kept on explaining everything, you know. In short, you could just describe Yoro Tsumugu as a refined maiden who possesses a weapon with the capability to kill. If you insist that I explain it in more detail, Yoro Tsumugu is a refined maiden who possesses a kind of thing that shoots bullets with a bang and sends blood splashing out from whoever is hit. Damn, that should be enough. There was no need to go into such detail anyway. After all, what's important right now isn't Tsumugu, but the transformation of my ordinary Japanese-style house into the Palace of Versailles. It was already like this when I woke up this morning. This matter was way more important than our new lodge Tsumugu, who owns a gun, and not to mention, gave a wonderful first impression by pointing it at me.
おはようだぞ。どうした？朝からそんな青い顔して。
She also sounds familiar. Let me just pull out the goddamn thing again. There we go, that's the one. Kisaragi Aoi. Maybe I should actually like put this on. Maybe I'll actually see what the fuck the games are. She sounds very familiar for some reason. Wouldn't love Kami apparently. Oh, there we go. She's apparently Yukari in Hatsukoi, Kyo's basketball friend. But yeah, I didn't recognize it from her. I doubt, at least. You know, maybe I should just like grab the name Yoshida Airi and look it up because it might have been from an anime. Nah, no, nothing's coming up. Guess I'm just going insane or something again. Oh, Onigase! Welcome and take a look at this. By the time the incident progressed into a conversation with Onigasa-tan, it was 7:06 a.m. 7:06 a.m. I was kind of lying when I said the time didn't matter just a while ago. If I took it too easy and let the time pass by, I would be late for class. It was one of those mornings, an ordinary school morning. It's given that I wasn't in eternal mode where I had unlimited duration of gameplay. So let's make her introduction short. Onigasa is a girl who is as strong as demon, and for some reason she's living in my foyer. A thunderous noise shook the whole house. Onigasa somehow punched the air. I know it sounds weird, but from how it looked, she was literally punching the air. Maybe she intended to swing her fist in protest, but the supersonic momentum it carried produced shockwaves all around her.
そんなこと言うともう迎えに来てやらないぞ。怒るぞ。
Huh? Sorry. Looks like I accidentally let my narration slip out. I need to be careful not to say something she would be concerned about. In that case, I'll change the backstory from living in my foyer to comes to fetch me every morning. To ensure that she wouldn't be late, Onigasa stationed herself in my foyer and never went home. It might look like she was living in my foyer, but that's not true. The backstory clearly stated that she comes to fetch me every morning, maybe out of convenience. Well, Onigasa would always come to fetch me every morning. A thunderous noise shook the whole house once more. Onigasa was punching the air again. What did I say this time?
違うぞ。私はお前のために迎えに来ているわけじゃないんだからな。
Okay. I didn't say anything like that. That didn't even cross my mind.
なんだその目。信じてないんだな。違うぞ。違うんだからな。って。
What?
違うんだから。
Not only did she get all flustered and teary, my house was on the verge of collapse from her supersonic punches against the air. My house, which had turned into the Palace of Versailles, was now slowly edging towards its destruction. Having my house destroyed would be a much more severe problem than having it turned into the Palace of Versailles, so I quickly shouted, You misunderstood, Onigase. More importantly, look at this! I thought my voice wouldn't reach her due to the shockwaves, but unexpectedly Onigasa heard me easily. She stopped producing shockwaves and looked towards my direction. No, don't look at me. Look at the backyard. Look at that. After slightly recovering from the teary state, Onigasa started looking around her. By the way, Onigasa is also an idiot. How much of an idiot? She didn't even notice that my completely normal house had turned into a palace this morning. In other words, she was currently displaying her capacity as a full-fledged idiot. Just look at the backyard. It's way wider than it was last night. Yeah, the backyard turned into the Palace of Versailles. She seems to have finally grasped the situation under the guidance of my explanation. Her teary expression from just a little while ago started to show signs of joy.
すごいな、ジョージ。
Shouldn't you be more shocked? Why do you look so happy?
おお、すごいな、ジョージ。
That's not what I meant. I'm not telling you to yell it out or enlarge the fonts.
そうなのか。なら、何がジョージの望みなんだ？
Don't look so clueless. Why do you look so troubled anyway?
そんなこと言われても困るかな。
Well, don't. I'm verging on madness. I mean, my backyard is totally different from last night.
童貞？童貞か？
That's not what I said.
なんだよ。よくわからないぞ、ジョージ。カルシウム不足か？だからそんななのか？朝から怒ってばかりだと体に悪いんだぞ。
I don't want to hear that from someone who swings their fists at a subsonic speed first thing in the morning.
それはジョージが恥ずかしいこと言うからなんだから。私は悪くないんだからな。
When did I ever say something embarrassing?
童貞兄さん、おはよう。
Huh? Eika? What do you mean by virgin? I said I'm verging on madness. Verging!
何よ、さっきから自らを童貞と。
It's verging! Verging, goddammit! I said I'm verging on madness!
あまりに思い詰めた兄さんが成功未経験の状態であることをご近所にアピールされたい気持ちはわかりますけど、朝早くから近所迷惑です。
I'm not emphasizing anything and I'm not desperate!
朝から鬼ヶ瀬さんが真っ赤になるような恥ずかしい言葉を連呼されていたのではないのですか？
You're getting this all wrong.
思い詰めてたからこそ叫びたかった。そう考えるのが自然かと思うのだけれども。
I wasn't yelling and I'm not desperate. Who cares if I'm a Okay, maybe I care a little, but... Wait, Ryo?
あ、りょうさん、おはようございます。おはよう。朝から騒々しいのね。何かあったのかしら。さあ、兄さんが童貞という言葉を連呼して。連呼。大変ね。
I wasn't!
なんだ、ジョージは何か思い詰めていたのか？私は心配だぞ。
Oh, nothing. But what kind of reaction is that? You were here during the whole conversation. Weren't you listening?
童貞は治る病気ですから、鬼ヶ瀬さん、心配なさらず。
It isn't a disease! And I think you just made a huge bunch of users your enemies.
ルーザー。つまり、負け犬をたくさん敵に回したと言いたいらしいです。童貞兄さんは毒舌ですね。私には怖くてそんなこと言えません。
Hey, don't go misguiding others with a word that sounds almost the same. I didn't say anything like that. Just scroll up to check the fucking backlog.
また、そんなゲームと現実をごっちゃ混ぜにした言い方して、そのうち取り返しのつかない事件を起こして、私たち家族を不幸にする気ですか？
I have shown the...
取り返しのつかないこと？それはいかん。その病気のせいでなのか？ジョージ、私にその病気は治せないのか？力になるぞ。
Onigasa stared at me with a worried expression. Onigasa's cure for virginity. Rather, a moral image flashed in my head for an instant. Onigasa. Saying that you'll cure me of it, it sounds like you're... Ah! Why are you two hitting me? From both sides even. Why am I a sandwich?
あら、季節外れの蚊が。
Nonsense! It's way too late in the season. What's your excuse, Ryo?
ゴキブリが。
You shouldn't smack a cockroach with your hand, and it would be terrible if it got stuck onto my face.
違う。あなたが。
So I'm the cockroach.
そんな気がした。
Get some glasses.
いいえ、りょうさん、それはさすがに違います。違う？
Don't look so confused. Of course you're wrong.
はい、ゴキブリに失礼。
Bullshit! God damn, there's Grab spouting wicked-tongued twin-tailed sister of mine! Her name is Onigasa Ika. As you can tell from her surname, she's my real sister. There seems to be a saying, there's no way my little sister can be this cute. Well, no shit, as if that's not obvious enough. Only in the world of fantasies can cute little sisters exist. Look at this painful reality. You can even say that real little sisters treat their brothers like crap.
ゴキブリ童貞兄さん、つむぐさんがご飯作ってくれましたよ。
On second thought, I guess it could... That was a bit too mean. I suppose real little sisters could actually be a bit more caring.
そうね。あなたも食らいなさい、ゴキブリ。
Why are you being so cocky about it?
そんなの当然じゃん。
Oops. I didn't get it, and that's why I'm asking. This girl, who's just as arrogant as Eika, is Yukawa Ryo. She's my cousin, and due to some circumstances, lives in the Yanagisa residence as well.
さあ、ご飯を食べようじゃないか、長次。今日は夕べ来たばかりのつむぐが作ってくれたんだぞ。大感謝だ。朝食を作ることは当然の義務です。なぜならば私は、ジョージ様の奴隷ですから。奴隷
Tsumugi came out of the kitchen blurting out the most random words.
奴隷ってどういうことなんだ、ジョージ
Ah! You're mistaken! Don't grab my collar! It's struggling to kill me!
兄さんが奴隷をはい。私はこの家に借金の方として売られてきたのです。ドナドナです。さすが童貞ね。弱い立場のつむぐさんにつけ込んで奴隷扱いとは。童貞力検定試験があったら、長寿は間違いなく上位ランキング者といったところかしら。
You're mistaken! I'm not making her my slave or anything! And what's with that virginity proficiency exam? How the hell are you gonna measure that?
童貞力を見せつけるのでは
To who?
世の中にじゃないかしら。
That would just be shameful.
だから兄さんは柳関の恥だっていつも。
What the hell? If that's shameful, then don't start that sort of exam!
だからあくまでも家庭の話よ。家庭も現実も区別できないなんて、これだから童貞は。現実と空想の区別がつかないのか。怖いわ。
What the fuck is even happening? That's not true at all!
ドナドナには様々な解釈がありますが、ジョージ様の中ではドナドナイコール奴隷だったのです。新解釈誕生の瞬間でした。およよ。
Hey, don't start making things up. There's no way anyone would read it that way.
おい、ジョージ。
Why are you crying, Onigase? Don't look at me like that. I didn't do anything.
犯した罪は認めないと、裁判の時に裁判官の心証が悪くなり、判決が不利になりますよ。
I didn't commit any crime! Why are you assuming I would be declared guilty?
犯罪者だから。犯罪者だと？ジョージ、ダメなんだぞ。ダメなんだからな。ダメだぞ。
What the fuck is happening? You're mistaken. I would never commit a crime. I'm harmless and useful to mankind. Ah! She lifted me up into the air by my collar easily. It was like she was literally hanging me.
ダメだぞ。そんな大変だったのか。私でどうにかできないのか。おい、ジョージ。
I can't breathe. She was strangling me. I was genuinely dying. By the time I managed to grab onto Onigasa's arm and lifted myself up to ease the pain. Anyway, there's something more urgent right now. Just look at the backyard!
何は？
Come on, Eika. Look, our backyard turned into something else. That's the reason I'm being so noisy. Look at what happened to our backyard.
何これ？
That's a doghouse!
これは
See, I told you so! Eika and Ryo looked shocked as they stared towards the backyard. It seems like they had finally realized the severity of the situation.
かわいい
What?
これ塀に絵描いてるんですよね。よくセットとかであるやつ。そうだったのか。私はてっきり建物が生えてきたと思ったぞ。
What sort of buildings could grow that fast? Even bamboo couldn't do that.
見事なトリックアートという感じかしら。そのように評価していただけるとは感激の極みです。ということはこれつむぐさんがすごい。そう個人的には厳島神社のようなものの方が好みなのだけど。それ微妙じゃないですか。今日は微妙なことばかり言うな。どうせだったら黒金の城がいいぞ。
And why would the head of Matzinga Z sprout up in my home?
なるほど。私にその発想はありませんでしたが、確かに素晴らしいですね。次回作の参考にさせていただきます。
No, no more projects. Stop making things like this.
いいじゃないですか。そんなことより皆さんご飯食べてください。そろそろ時間がありません。本当だ。遅刻せざるを得ない状況だ。
It's not that late yet.
そうですよ。間に合いますから。特にゴキブリは早いから問題ないと思うわ。
I'm not a cockroach.
はいはい。だったら遅刻しますよ。童貞兄さん。
Stop calling me that already.
なら童貞さん。
Stop messing around. Just call me Nee. Nee-san. It's 7:40 a.m., but as Eika said, if we continue this endless argument, we're going to be late.
とりあえず飯だぞ。
Fine, fine, let's go then. An excited Onigase. An arrogantly smiling Eika. A cold-looking Ryo. And our new tenant, Tsumugu. This was a day just like any other. No, wait, this was a day when my backyard turned into the Palace of Versailles. This was also part of my simple daily life, one that had no significant happenings whatsoever. Another day like that was about to start. Of course, that's just what I'm hoping for. If God exists, I want to tell him, give me back my simple everyday life! Yeah, that's not happening. I'm going to turn off the feed because there's actually nudity in the opening. Just gonna mute myself. Nudie. Go, that's it. You should actually be able to find the opening on YouTube as well if you look. Our school is unique, with two campuses side by side. Its name, Utaki Hote School. Until a few years ago, it was two separate schools, St. Leon's Girls' School and Utaki Boys' School. Due to the recent declining birth rate and the restructuring that followed, however, the two schools merged. Since then, the name and the uniforms of the school have had a complete makeup. I get why the name of the school now was the word Utaki. It now has the word Utaki in it. But I was clueless about the Hote. There were rumors that the director picked it because this was the 7th school built. But I still didn't quite understand. Why would he call it Hote just because it's the 7th one anyway? By the way, I'm currently at one of those two campuses.
じゃあ兄さん、私はここで。エイカ様はまだそちらの校舎なのですね。そうですね。再来年からそっちの校舎に通えるんですけど、その時は兄さんたちは卒業してますものね。
Oh, so she's 2 years younger.
大丈夫よ。あなたが留年すれば。
Hey, why are you patting my shoulder?
一番問題なさそうじゃないかしら。
Repeating a year is a problem no matter how you look at it?
大丈夫ですよ。放課後になったらどっちにしてもそっちに行くことになってますから。そうか、文化祭近くだもんな。歌木は両校合わせての文化祭ですからね。そうね。今日もこちらでいいのかしら。はい、こっちの仕事が終わったらすぐにそちらの方に行かせていただきます。
Got it. See you later then, Eika. This is our lad, apparently.
はい、それでは兄さんもさようなら。永遠に。
How could she easily say something so cruel with a smirk like that on her face anyway? As I sighed and looked towards Eika, she already had on her smiling face used specifically for school. This brat is known throughout her school as a gentle, academically achieved, athletic wonder. That abusive tongue and cold smirk were behaviors only used against me. This brother-sister relationship was terrifying. All the recent eroge and light novels have such cute little sisters in them, and that's why reality is so harsh. So that's why reality is so harsh. Why was this little sister being so mean to her brother? As those thoughts ran through my mind, Eika said something with a smile on her face.
ほら、そろそろ学校の皆さんの視線がありますよ。いつも通りしっかりしてください、兄さん。
Crap, I almost forgot. My specialized smile for school hours. Just like Eika, though, for a different purpose, I do have my own smile just for school. After relaxing my cheek muscles, I tensed them up as much as I could. Sparkle. I couldn't really tell if I did it well or not, but I still straightened my back into a cool, upright posture. Oh, good morning, Onigasa! Apparently, I'm supposed to voice the male characters as well. Like all the male students.
柳瀬先輩、おはようございます。
Hey, good morning, Prez! Good morning. Onigasa Joji, Student Council President. I was reluctant to put up with this act, but I still greeted everyone back with the most natural smile I could muster.
ジョージ様は相変わらずの人望ですね。
Not really, just watch.
あ、副会長。
It's Ryo! Good morning! Ryo bowed to them with a gentle smile, like her indifference towards me expressing herself naturally. Look, Ryo's more popular. Yukawa Ryo is the vice president of the student council. She has excellent grades, excels in sports, and is kind to everyone except me. Undoubtedly, she's a figure of respect for many students. But the students' respect for me came from a mere misunderstanding regarding a certain incident. Ryo is someone who definitely deserved respect. In fact, student council president wasn't supposed to be me, but her. The popularity is the real deal, not mine.
そんなものでしょうか。
Yeah.
立ち止まっていると邪魔よ、ゴキブリ。
Ryo whispered in my ear in a volume no one else could hear.
その内実がどうであれ、 学校ではみんなの期待に添える人間であるように決
Fucking
めたの
mouse
で
is
しょ。
going everywhere. Help. I guess you're right. I personally would not change the way I act for fucking school. Then again, no one would ever fucking vote me into class president anyway. She had interrupted me before I could even voice another word of complaint. Despite the deal's cold attitude and verbal abuse against me, she would still tell me the right thing in crucial moments. So she actually cared about me. I've known her for a long time. I know that, despite her abusive tongue, she's always worrying about everyone, including me. That's the kind of person that he always is.
何を見ているのかしら。
Nothing.
あなたに見られると肌が石化するから、こちらを見ないでもらえないかしら。
Am I some kind of monster with snakes as hair now? I like that they actually gave the main character a sprite as well. I'll take back what I said earlier. She never said anything but cruel things towards me. Like I was the one being petrified.
そんな顔したらみんなが不安がるわ。あなたは誰にとってもヒーローなのだから。
Hero? Whoa! It's Onigase! Oh crap, Onigase is with them too! So she's really aiming for Yanagisa's and Yukawa's lives after all. Well, she's had her eyes set on them for a long time now. The moment Onigase shot a glance at him, the sea of people split just like the story of Moses and the Ten Commandments. The power of her glare was incredible as usual. Many people ran away and this created a path for her. But within her sulking expression was a hint of sorrow. It goes without saying that Onigase didn't want things to turn out this way. The students' misunderstanding of me was troubling, but I guess it's nothing compared to that of Onigase. I couldn't help but feel that way after witnessing what had happened. Her abnormal strength aside, she's just a normal girl, but it seemed that everyone misunderstood her, and she became a horrific figure in school. Onigase.
別に何とも思ってない。私はこういうの慣れてるから。
Let's see. She would always pretend to be strong like that, but I knew Onigase is a gentle, sensitive girl who will feel hurt more easily than others. And she certainly didn't want to be feared by people.
なんだジョージ、そんな顔で見るな。そんな顔で見られると私バカぶん殴るぞ。今の聞いた？
I think Onigase just insulted Prez. I heard it too, and I think she just threatened to beat him up. Are they going to fight this early in the morning? Prez certainly excels in sports and his studies, but this is Onigase we're talking about here.
大丈夫だよ。そのために。 The eyes in the crowd focused on Ryo. We had Onigase, monster in strength, and Ryo, an expert martial artist, face to face. Ryo staying at her home complicated conflict more, and at my home complicated conflict more, but I suppose I should put that off till later. At any rate, it seemed that most students in the school had misunderstood Ryo as my bodyguard from Onigase. 湯川先輩がいつでも生徒会長にはついてるんだから。
Ryo went over to Onigase and patted her head a couple times.
確かに天気が良くて立ち止まりたい気持ちもわかるけど、でもこんな場所で立ち止まっていては通行の邪魔になるわ。
Oh! Dude, that's sick. Did that break Mach 1? But Yuta was amazing too. She blocked her attack easily.
私の頭撫でるとかやめろ、りょう。ダメなんだから。わかったわ。以後気をつける。
All the students assumed that the relationship between Onigase and Ryo was terrible. And they were half right on that. These two used to have a dog cat relationship. Before Ryo was a member of the disciplinary committee, while Onigase was thought to be the leader of the delinquents in the neighborhood. On one side was a martial arts expert, on the other was a girl with inhuman physical capabilities. With these two attending the same school, it wasn't possible for them not to clash against each other. However, Onigasa was gentle at heart and Ryo was kind to everyone except me. It went without saying that these two wouldn't hate each other for very long. In fact, Ryo might have the best relations with Onigasa in the school now. Right now. The other students thought otherwise. Oh, hey, boss!
Morning, boss! Don't tire yourself out so early in the morning now!
お前ら
You're threatening these student council, aren't you?
いやそういうわけではないのだが
Wait, hold on. B is that one, A is that one. You're threatening the student council, aren't you? Hey, onigase! Ah, me.
You're not the last ones yet, got that?
I'm not sure if I understand.
Shut up!
Come on, let's go, boss!
Come on, let's go, boss.
After looking at us with a faint sign of reluctance in her eyes, she went on with them.
さあ柳瀬生徒会長あまりゆっくりしていると遅刻してしまうわ放課後になれば生徒会室で会えるのだから
Alright, sorry. Ryo and I trotted towards our classroom.
それにしてもお二人は相変わらずのすごい人望ですね
That's true for Ryo, but I'm just...
そうね私の人望が本物でもあなたの人望は勘違いから生まれたもの
You heard her.
ああなんか今日は神気臭い天気ね
Is it gonna be a case of he's actually just selling himself short and he actually does have genuine good, like, a genuinely good popularity, but it's just a case of, nah, like hell. But the weather's fine, you said so yourself earlier.
そうね確かにおかしいわ天気はいいのになぜ私の周りに神気臭い空気が満ちているのかしらねえあなた殴ってもいいかしら
Of course not. Why do you want to beat me up all of a sudden?
私が生きていて感じる大半の不快はあなたから発せられているからよ
Wait, I don't get what you mean.
大丈夫よ安心して私とあなたは学校ではベストパートナーで通ってるからバレないように顔は殴らないわ
Are you some kind of delinquent?
まさか私は不良生徒なんかじゃないわ極めて健全かつ優秀な女生徒よ
In appearance, that is. Honest to God, thus far, the only likable character to me is Onigasa. Like, everyone else is just a bitch. What's so funny?
だって見た目だけが優秀な生徒だったら私もあなたと変わらないのじゃないかしら
Huh?
つまりは私もあなたも同じということになるのかしら
Like, I said that, and then she brings this, where it's basically like, okay, he's trying to fucking downsell himself against them, gonna make it so he has to, like, accept that he's at least, kinda good, or he'll insult me as well with it. And what of it?
褒めすぎたわ忘れなさい
We all hurried to our classroom for some reason. Wait a minute, what was that all about?
庄司様はご自分に自信がないのですね
What does this have to do with confidence? My popularity is just from a misunderstanding. Everyone misunderstood and started acting this way towards me ever since.
なるほど。勘違いですか。あ、私もそろそろ公務員室に行きます。それでは、長司様は勉学にスポーツに励んでください。
Yeah, sure. Going to classes was obvious, of course. That said, I mustn't slack when preparing for the upcoming lessons. I also shouldn't slack on reviewing past ones either. I was very smart to begin with. Unless I put in the extra effort, I won't be able to get decent grades. So I've always paid full attention during my classes. Alright, that'll be all for today. We'll be starting with from Taketsuru Masakata, setting up a whiskey distillation factory in Yoichi tomorrow. Sensei! What is it? Will the history of whiskey in Japan be on our exams? How did I know? Alright, class. Alright, classes are over. No more questions. I need to hurry back to the staff room. He actually said he doesn't know.
相変わらずエキセントリックな授業ね。
My preparations for this class were completely useless. You didn't follow the textbook one bit.
そうね。これが科学の授業だなんて誰がわかるのかしら。
Well, he was teaching about chemical symbols until halfway through the class.
そうですね。アルコール発酵の反応で化学式の学習というのは斬新です。身近な素材から学習へと誘導する。素晴らしい発想です。
Tsumugu,
はい。
were you listening to the class from the hallway again?
はい。私は公務員であり生徒ではありませんから、授業を拝聴できるだけでありがたいことです。
But I don't think you should be sitting on your heels on the floor outside. You could just listen while standing, you know?
そのような不行儀、あまりにも失礼です。礼節をもって真摯な姿勢で授業を拝聴すること、それこそが教えを請う者の正しい姿かと思いますが。
Really? That doesn't sound like a reason to be sitting on the floor in the hallway while listening to the lessons to me, but I suppose there's nothing I could do about it. Tsumugu had no parents. I'm not quite sure about the details. She wasn't very willing to talk about it, and there's no way I can force her to tell me something like that. But it looks like it's related to her financial constraints, which forced her to drop out of school. Earning a living was one of the reasons she had chosen to work in this school as a janitor, but she also wanted to fulfill her wish to continue her studies. She wanted to get back what she couldn't learn during her time as a student.
まあいいわ。そろそろお腹が減ってきたわね。
But we've only had one class.
そんなこと聞いてないわ。ちょっとダッシュでパン買ってきなさい。
How am I supposed to do that? School store isn't even open yet.
誰が購買部だって言ったのよ。駅前のベーカリーまで走れと言ってるの。
Why? Give me a reason why I have to run to a place that far.
駅前のベーカリーの方が美味しいからよ。
That's not the point. Besides, you ate breakfast, didn't you?
あなたはどこまでバカなのかしら。朝食べたわ。それは確かなことよ。でも、それと今お腹が減っているのは関係ないでしょ。なんでそんな当たり前のことがわからないのかしら。
You lost me.
もうジャイム、パンを買いに行けない。
Yeah, it's class time, alright. So sit down already, Leo.
覚えておいて。買いに行くチャンスを潰したあなたを、私は今後永遠に恨むのだから。
Don't hate me forever for something like that, and it's not my fault. Good God, that was a roar. Seemed to be glaring at me. For as long as I've known her, Rio has always gotten hungry easily. Despite how she looks, Rio eats like a horse. Her meals are staggering in proportions, and she's still got hungry often. That aside, how does she maintain her slim figure while being such a glutton? Maybe it's the kind of special ability she possesses.
Hey, are you alright, Yukawa?
はい。何がですか？
Well, you see...
何がですか？
no.
何が？
Oh no, I'm sorry, it's nothing.
Her insistence was so overwhelming, even the teacher shrank back and asked no further questions. Meanwhile, Ryo's tummy continued to bellow. Her attitude was imposing, but I could see signs of her cheeks flushing. I believe she was actually getting embarrassed. She barely felt that way because people believed she was refined. Still, her grumbling tummy became a cute trait of hers and one of the many reasons why she was so popular. Damn. I expected to be this hungry. I feel a little bad for her. After second period ended, I did some light exercise and ended up being late for third period. Class ended with me still feeling worn out. After lunch and afternoon classes, all that was left was our student council work. To be honest, I was more suited to join the Go Home Club, but since I was student council president, I had no choice. I have the document stood in front of me. The cultural festival was drawing near, so it was natural that the number of documents I had to handle would increase. The stack handed to me by the cultural festival staff reached halfway to the ceiling. Taking care of it was extremely tiresome.
その書類で最後でいいわ。あまり気を張りすぎると体に毒よ。
That's a good idea, but it's alright. Thanks for the concern.
私がそれで最後でいいと言ってるの。やめ。
Oops, you're ordering me?
いくら放射能を浴びても問題ないぐらいの生命力だからって。無理をすれば死ぬのだから。
Am I a cockroach or something? The fuck's happening now? What do you mean, huh? You look like an obvious fact has just been proven wrong to you.
だって、当然の事実。
It isn't! You're the one who started calling me a cockroach this
だ
morning!
って、そんな気がしたから。
Stop it!
そう、ごめんなさい。これからそんな気がしないように努力するわ。
Come on, do I look like a cockroach struggling for its dear life? Do I look black, oily and shiny, have a tenor and 6 limbs?
わりかし。
No, like, she seems upset that he doesn't seem to value himself, but how the fuck's a man supposed to value himself if he's constantly being barraged with this bullshit? I'm not black at all. I'm not oily and shiny, and I don't have antenna nor 6 limbs. Please, I'm begging you.
冗談よ。あなたは黒くもないし、テカテカもしてないし、触覚もないわ。手足は知らないけど。
I don't have 6 limbs. Can't you tell just from looking?
服着ているからわからないわ。結構あなたなんか、服を脱ぐと、背中から。
Don't make me imagine that.
とりあえず、残りは私がやっているから。あなたはそこで、全裸で正座してなさい。
Why do I have to sit on my heels naked?
そう。あなたの背中から手足が生えてないか調べるためじゃないかしら。
You're the one who brought this up, so why are you clueless about it?
とりあえず、そっちのソファーで少し休むといいわ。あとはやっておくから。
Wait, you've been working for as long as I have.
安心して。私とあなたは物が違うから。あなたが血ヘドを吐きながらやるような仕事でも、私なら優雅にくるみ割り人形を踊りながらでもできるわ。
I feel like seeing that now.
冗談よ。私はバレエなんかできないわ。代わりに、あなたの手首を破壊しながらだったらできるわ。
No, thank you.
武術ならできるのだけど、優雅なことは無縁なのよ。
Well, I didn't doubt that she's good at martial arts. Ryo couldn't do ballet, but I believe she can dance very well. I've seen her dance many times at the summer festival in her village. Her family operated a shrine, and the martial arts she practiced has been passed down from generation to generation. If you dropped that abusive tongue of yours, I'd actually say you're elegant.
そう。
Yeah. I've seen you dance in the summer festival many times too.
そう。いつまで私を見てるのかしら。目つぶすわよ。
Why?
不愉快だからよ。
Leo turned away with a displeased expression on her face. Her cheeks were faintly red, but I couldn't tell if it was because of the evening sun's rays.
あと、
What is it?
さっきの件、お礼を言っておくわ。
What did I do?
パンの件よ。2次元目の授業が終わるや否や、ダッシュで駅前まで買ってきてくれたでしょ。
Well, you're the one who ordered me to.
あれは冗談よ。だから休み時間が終わる寸前で行ったのに。まさか次の時間が終わった瞬間に、ダッシュで買いに行くと思わなかった。
Well, I can't just ignore someone whose tummy is grumbling non-stop, can I?
そう。昔からそういうところは変わらない。いつだって。
Her voice was really faint, so I couldn't quite hear what you said. What is it?
いいえ、なんでもないわ。忘れなさい。独り言よ。
Right.
昔からデリカシーがないのは変わらないのねって言ったのよ。人の独り言を盗み聞きしないでほしいわ。
If that's the case, then say it in a way that...
だから小声で言ったのでしょ。それをいちいち聞き返さないでと言ってい
Say it
る
in
の。
a way that I won't be able to hear. Fine, fine, I get it already. Why is she getting all agitated all of a sudden?
とりあえず、これは私なりのお礼だと思って、休んでいてもらえると助かるわ。
It's fine, don't worry about it.
気にするわ。私だって常識があるのよ。
Common sense. Huh?
借りがあると、気兼ねなくあなたを罵倒することができないの。さすがに両親が痛むから。
That has nothing to do with common sense.
借りがなければ完膚なきまで罵倒できるのだけど。
Isn't that going a bit too far? I decided to do what she told me. This was her expression of gratitude, after all. Besides, I didn't have the courage to decline Ryo's kindness. It would be better if I just indulged in it. I'll be taking a rest then.
そういえば、聞きたいことがあるのだけど、あなたはあの噂聞いてないかしら。
What rumor?
なんか最近、うちの生徒が他校生に絡まれる事例が増えてるって。
Our students? Why?
さあ、私も噂程度にしか聞いてないのだけど、あなたは何か知らないかと思って。
No, I've never even heard anyone say anything like that.
そうなのだけど。
Delinquents around the area should have been wiped clean several years back by Ryo. There shouldn't be any of their scrubs left. Well, if there aren't just rumors, the problems will inevitably reveal themselves. Think about it when the time comes. Just be sure not to act recklessly, Ryo.
わかってるわ。
No, then I'll be resting for a bit like you told me
長
to.
司様、休まれるのですか？
Oh, yeah, since Ryo asked me to.
なるほど。それでしたらこちらのソファーにどうぞ。
No, it's alright, I'll just rest on my seat. All of a sudden, Tsumugu hugged my head from behind. What is it?
長司様は言ってもわからない方なので、強制的にソファーまでお運びしようかと。
And how do you intend to do that? By grabbing onto my head? Oh, I could feel Tsumugu's breast pressing against the back of my head. But I'll move by myself.
そうですか。でしたら、ここにお乗りください。
Wait, why am I laying down on your lap?
メイドですから。耳かきをしようと思いまして。
Maids have nothing to do with cleaning his.
何をおっしゃいまする！
What in ears?
いえ、何をおっしゃっているのですか？今の世の中、メイドイコール耳かきの図式は常識です。長司様イコール奴隷商人と同じくらいに。
Are you still going on with that slave thing?
その他にも、メイドイコール〇〇の組み合わせは、枚挙にいとまがありません。巷では、メイド耳かきをはじめ、メイドマッサージやら、メイドヘアサロン、メイドキャバクラ、メイドソープ。
What's that last one? That sounds terribly wrong.
少し脱線しましたが、メイドと耳かきは相性が良いもの。そう、古今東西のメイド学で決まっているのです。
I call bullshit on that. What the heck is maidology?
とりあえず、リラックスしてください。
As she said that, she forcefully presses my head onto her thighs. But wait a minute, tsumugu!
動かないでください。耳かき棒が耳ゲイボルクになってしまいます。
That is a not very good way of lying on someone's lap. His back must be in pain. You lay on your shoulder. Because of the added elevation, it helps even it out with the thigh a bit. Like that, you're just basically fucking up your back. Your spine is crying out in pain right now, Georgie. Believe me, mine does regularly as well, so I can hear it talk at this point. It's currently insulting me. As it does almost every day. My spine really does not like me. Wait, why would it turn into a spear of impaling Barb to death if I just moved it? I like that they actually do know what gay ball is.
動かないでくだ。
I can't just stay like this. Hey, what? What happened? Why is it so dark? Why is it so stuffy? What did you do, Tsumugu?
ちょっとスカートの中に潜り込んでます。
Huh? There's something that was way out of my imagination. I got myself under your skirt. Oh, no crap! Hiding. I panicked from the darkness, so I didn't realize it, but now that you mentioned it, I could feel this completely different sensation pressing against my cheek. The fabric texture from a while ago disappeared. In its place is the refreshingly cool and smooth sensation of her skin. In short, my cheek is pressed against Tsumugu's thighs. No, this is bad. You can't do this in the lawful space of the student council room.
そんなサービスはして。
Wait, just calm down. I'm being pressed down and that's why I can't move right now.
押さえつけているんじゃなくて。
I'm sorry! Her cool thighs were now slowly gathering warmth. PlayStation. I could hardly hear myself above my racing heartbeat. Now, I doubt anyone could understand what I just yelled either.
ジョージさん、まあ。なるほど。こういう変態プレイに浴場されるわけですね。
Huh? Tsumugu, who was struggling wildly just a while ago, came to a stop suddenly. She then fixed her skirt, returning it to how it was
今
before.
朝、陛下様が長司様は犯罪者だと言ってましたが、こういうことでしたか。
What? Wait, you're wrong.
なるほど。次回までにさらに詳しく勉強はしておきます。サービス項目に追加できるように。
What?
主人が望むのであれば、それを叶えるのがメイド道です。略してメイド。
Ah, yes, my favorite monk subclass. Wait, I think you're misunderstanding something. I wasn't doing what you thought I was doing, and I'm not a criminal.
女子のスカートに頭を突っ込むのを犯罪とは言わないのかしら。妹に対してゲットは大層な挨拶ですね。兄さん。
And there stood Eika, literally fuming as she smashed the wall with her fist. Our school was separated into two campuses, but for some reason the building for the student council was set up right in the middle, thus it was shared by both. In other words, the student council room on Eika's side was just a wall away. Any noises here could be easily heard there. And if things bustle up like right now, naturally Eika would come over to check what the fuss is about. This place is a minefield. That expression on Eika's face gave me the shivers.
ま 真っ昼間から、借金の方という弱い立場の女性のスカートの中に頭突っ込んで。
Why, how did you read it that way? This has got nothing to do with her debt. And it's not broad daylight either.
夕方ならそんなことしていいんですか？すごい非常識な道徳感ですね。
Listen to me. Tsumugu isn't doing this because of her debt, and I didn't stick my head under her skirt and rub my face against her thighs.
私が見た限りでは、していたように見えたけど。
Why, I was just trying to get out of her skirt.
だからさ、今朝、私は言ったよね。兄さん？
Huh? About what?
犯した罪は認めないと、裁判の時に裁判官の心証が悪くなり、判決が不利になりますよ。ってさ。
Like some of these main characters just like, by fucking god, they're goddamn saints, basically. Because I would have already just left. Like, you know what? Fuck you. Fuck you. The maid is okay. He's kind of cheeky, but hasn't straight up insulted me and treated me like an actual piece of garbage. I'm fucking leaving. Wait, that would be weird. I haven't committed any crimes and there isn't a judge here to begin with.
いるじゃない。ここに。
Whoa, Aika, why are you reaching for your reaching out your hand?
それは私が死刑執行人だから。
You're gonna execute me?
そう。
Satisfied smile emerged on Aika's face. A smile with a severe lack of emotion.
死刑かな？
My nose still hurts.
殺されなかっただけ感謝してほしいわ。
Why do you want to kill me?
学校で女の子のスカートの中に頭突っ込んでる生徒会長がいたら、そんなもん殺されたって仕方がないって日本の司法が判断するからに決まってるからでしょ？
What in the world? Student council president would have to be executed for just sticking his head under a girl's skirt in school. Since when did the laws of this country start prosecuting its citizens like that? My life can't possibly be worth less than the thighs of one girl, right? No way that can be true.
長司、上は大火事、下は洪水。さーて、それはなんだ？
For long, when Onigasa came barging in with her usual nonsense. She isn't a part of the student council staff, so she can't just hang out in the student council room all the time. But she would always visit with all sorts of made-up reasons, probably because she was feeling lonely. That being said, there were tons of reasons she could come up with these days since the cultural festival is just around the corner.
なあなあ、なんだと思う？長司。
Girl who is well known throughout the neighboring schools and the town's legends as a head honcho of delinquents. Onigasa peered at my face innocently. A fire on top and a flood at the bottom, huh? I know that if it was reversed, a flood on top and a fire at the bottom would obviously be a bad. It's a common riddle, but I've never heard it the other way around. What could it be? I have no clue.
優等生の長司じゃわからないだろうな。優等生には柔軟さがないと言うからな。
Right, so what's the answer?
お風呂だ。驚いたか。
I'm sure my face right now looks like one of those exaggerated, shocked expressions in manga. The thought of her giving that answer never even crossed my mind. Pardon me, Onigase.
なんだと？なんで今さらさん付けなんだ？怒るぞ。
Oh, sorry. But you know, Onigase, why is a fire on top and a flood at the bottom of a bath?
まだわからないのか。想像以上にお前は頭が固いな。ほら、想像してみろ。上が火事なんだぞ。
I tried imagining it. Naturally, the only image that I could think of is a burning house in the middle of a flood. That's the only scenario that could happen. Shouldn't it be something in the middle of a flood with a fire above it? Isn't that how it goes?
普通？どこが普通なんだ？
Well, just imagining it. The middle of a flood with a fire on top.
想像。あ！普通だ！お？
Onigasa found confusion. Question marks began to flutter her head.
でも、あれ？下が鋼材で、上が、あれ？なんで なんでお風呂じゃないんだ
I don't have to think to know why. Onigasa must have gotten that excuse to visit the student council room from those delinquents. She always gets her ideas from them. An excuse, eh? Let me think.
Alright, boss, shoot a riddle at him.
That was most likely what those delinquents said, and Onigasa must have been delighted with the idea.
クイズか。それなら生徒会室に行く理由にちゃんとなっているな。
It was probably at this time those delinquents told her about that riddle. Maybe I should probably read that, but that's not a proper reason.
What's a fire at the bottom of the flood on top?
そんなことあるわけないだろ。だって上が洪水なら下の大火事は消えてしまうではないか。
That's the trick, boss. The real answer is a bath.
お風呂？なんで？
Bathtubs have heaters set up on them these days, but in the past they used to burn fire logs below to heat them. It's like boiling water in a kettle.
She achieved enlightenment, Diego Columbus, Copernican revolution, a paradigm shift. The brain cells in Onigasa's head must have quivered from the immense shock. She must have trembled in awe at the great knowledge bestowed upon her. But unfortunately, the intense astonishment affected her memories. Her bewildered brain had made a big mess while recording that information. Therefore, she got the top and bottom reversed. Boss, what's wrong?
すごいぞ。発想の逆転だな。
Except not really.
長司が驚く姿が目に浮かぶぞ。
That's right, boss. Go scare the witch out of that student council president.
And she pretty much succeeded on that.
Well, there's nothing more than just my imagination.
The error margin couldn't possibly be above 0.00001%. I've seen things happen like this countless times, and I've experienced Onigasa's terrifying results firsthand.
違うんだ、長司。私は嘘を言ってるんじゃないんだ。確かにさっきまでこれはお風呂だったんだよ。確かにお風呂だったのに。なんで
Don't start crying now. The answer didn't change, Onigasa. You just reversed the directions. Anyway, Onigasa, I need to talk to you about the documents you gave me some time ago.
私のところからの書類なんだそりゃ。
Are you an idiot? You're part of the staff for the cultural festival, aren't you?
Hey, what the fuck did you just say? You just called boss an idiot, huh?
So you guys are here too.
You got that fucking right. We'll always be watching over boss from below.
Huh? Are you two dead or something?
What was that? We look like zombies to you?
Well, the way they put it made it seem like they're watching over her from hell. Probably meant watching over her from the shadows. Oh, I suppose I might as well ask you two then. So you want some dumbass? I'll take you on any day. You guys didn't go through this proposal form, did you? All the required items have to be filled in. Fuck! L.
Where? Which one?
This one right here. Ah, shit, I missed that.
Ah, crap. Tell me I didn't see it either.
見落としあったのか
Yeah, it's alright, boss. We'll take care of small matters like this.
でも私も文化祭実行委員だし。
Oi, Onigasa! Look what you did! Thank you, our boss is trouble!
Are you dumb? If you don't want your boss to be troubled, then stop making mistakes like this. That's what underlings should be doing, right?
Well,
おい、ジョージ。あんまりこいつらをいじめないでくれよ。
Besides, Onigasa, you're a staff member as well, so you should have at least gone through this.
それはそうだな。申し訳なかった。
Oh, Onigasa, you son of a bitch!
Shut the hell up already, you two are staff members too, so get this damn proposal form done first before you start complaining!
Okay. Well, you know, Onigasa, humans do make mistakes.
Then fix them already.
あいつら行っちゃった。なんて横暴な言い方の生徒会長かしらね。あれじゃどっちが不良だかわからないじゃないの。
I don't want to hear that from you.
そんな態度でよくもまあ人気があるわね。まあ見た目はクールだからな、長司は。たまに切れるところとかギャップ萌えって感じあるよな。
というよりも怒鳴り散らしている兄さんなんて一般生徒は見ないでしょうから。
本当に猫かぶって生きてるのね。
I'm repeating myself, but I don't want to hear that from you out of all people. Oh, and one more thing, Onigasa.
どうした？
There are a lot of other incomplete documents you prepared, so you don't have to think of excuses like riddles to come here anymore.
口実？何言ってるんだお前。私は口実など作ってないぞ。私は純粋にクイズをだな。
Fine, fine. Just be sure to come to the student council starting from tomorrow until the cultural festival. I can't afford to let any of your documents remain incomplete.
毎日？
Yeah, that's right. And you guys too! Oh? Are you two going to just hide under there?
Hey man, we don't run around! You got that? Don't look down on us, okay?
いいのか？長司。
It's not a matter of whether it's okay or not. There really are a lot of mistakes in the work you guys did.
そうか。よかった。お世話になるぞ。
Well, if boss says so.
Yeah.
言葉遣いが荒い人間が増えて、この生徒会室を殺伐とするわね。
You got that right. I don't have my axe down here, sadly. Fuck just flew. Oh no. That flew. Had to pick it up and drop it a few times to get the dust off.
You're not the one that should be saying that.
I like how the fucking he and the two delinquents said that.
今日もいっぱい仕事したな。
そうですね。約1名女性と遊んでいた人間もいたけど。
Eika shot a glare at me as she said that. You talking about me?
誠に申し訳ありません、エイカ様。
この差ですよ。本当にがっかりな兄さんですね。
What do you mean?
つむぐさんは悪くないのに謝っている。それなのに兄さんと来たら。
まあまあ、確かになんか長司が悪いことしたみたいだけど、でも多分長司も心の奥底では反省しているはずだぞ。なあ長司。
そうですかね。ちなみにですね、兄さんがやったことはゴニョゴニョ。
If Egg was explaining it, no doubt she would have exaggerated just to agitate Onigasa.
なに長司。
See? Called it.
で、そのクンニリングってなんだ？
Hey, Eika, the heck did you tell her? And how do you know a word like that anyway?
それはそうなのですが、それよりも長司様もご存知なのですね。まあ、健全な童貞男子はある種飢えた狼よりも厄介とも言いますし、仕方がないとも言えますが。
Not you two, tsumugu. Could you please not mention my virginity?
え？
Why do you have a why not expression on your face?
そのように見えたのでしたら、 有能な眼科を紹介いたしますが、もっともやましい心があるからそう見えるわけですから、治療不可とも思えますが。
童貞兄さんはともかく、つむぐさんもちゃんと意味を知ってるんですね。
それはもう年の功とも言えますが、ドナドナされた時に必要になるかと思い、奴隷的教養は一通り学習いたしました。質問返しで申し訳ありませんが、エイカ様はなぜそのような言葉をご存知で？
私ですか？兄が変態だから妹も変態ということではないでしょうか？
なるほど。
Don't say that after glancing at me. Anyway, forget about me. Don't any of you feel embarrassed about showing yourselves as perverts? Ah! Eika landed a critical hit right in the marbles. How you going on, Prez?
兄さんはこれから帰ります。
It's Yonagisa's little sister. Huh? Why are you squatting down? Is Prez's alright? Yeah, I'm alright. Just having a little stomachache. Seriously? Yeah, gotta get it to the infirmary then. It's fine. I'll be alright. Whoa! What's going on here? Oh, Onigase! Why is Onigase here?
なんだよ。私がここにいちゃいけないのか？
Please forgive
ここは
us.
問題ないですから。あなたたちも帰宅してくださって結構ですよ。
I see. Well, if Ryo is here, then we'll be taking our leave now. The male students scrambled off. But Eika, you bitch!
学校の人に兄さんが変態なんて言葉を連呼している姿を見せられませんからね。
Cut up to the chase, huh?
まあいいじゃないの。ここではいつも通りというわけにはいかないのだから。
そうですね。
後片付けいたします。
いいですよ。何でもかんでもやってもらうわけにはいきませんから。
いいえ、これもメイドの奴隷の仕事だと思いますから。
Stop glancing at me and saying stuff like that already, and stop with that slave thing too.
わかりました。ですが奴隷メイド関係なくここに住まわせていただいているわけですから、このようなことくらいはいたしませんと。
まあまあ、そういうのあんまり気にするな、つむぐ。私だっていつも何もやっていない。でもいつもご飯食べてるんだぞ。
そういうことは自慢げに言うことではないと思うの。あなたも何かした方がいいわ。
何かやった方がいいか。誰か倒すのなら得意なんだけどな。誰かやっつけたいやついないか？
Don't say something dangerous like that. Just don't do anything, please.
そういうのはありませんね。そうか、それは残念だな。倒すのと壊すのだけ得意なんだけどな。
I sincerely hope that you wouldn't display any of those abilities in this household. But seriously, Tsumugu, don't worry about it. It's already a big help that you're cooking for us.
そうおっしゃっていただけるのは嬉しいのですが、家事全般が私の仕事でもありますから。
でもあれだぞ、つむぐ。あんまり人の仕事を奪うっていうのも良くないのだからな。
とおっしゃいますと？
恋愛感情っていうのはな、尽くされるよりも尽くす方が強くなるんだっていうぞ。
はい。
There she goes again, saying dumb off-topic things out of nowhere. The loss for her words, everyone was speechless. You know, that's totally unrelated, isn't it?
関係ないか？
How did you manage to get to love matters? We're talking about who's going to wash the dishes. Besides, who's the one giving and who's the one receiving? If you don't specify the subject, how will we know what you're saying?
そうよ、関係ないわよ。そうですね。そのようなものとは関係ありませんよね。関係ないかな。尽くされるより尽くす方が絶対に恋愛感情が高まると思うのだけどな。
Like I said, that's unrelated.
ちなみにその関係性はわりかし正解じゃないかしら。そういうことを大真面目に研究した学
Whoops. What are you saying?
もしかして尽くすとか尽くされるとかの関係のお話ですか？
そう。人は他人に尽くすという行為に無意識で理由を作るらしいのよ。好きでもない相手に尽くすわけがない。つまり私はこの人が好きなんだって脳は意識に言い聞かせるらしいわ。
Let's see. What does that have to do with cleaning dishes?
そうね、関係ない。ということにこの場合はした方がいいかもしれないわ。
質問なんですけど、りょうさん。
何かしら。
それって、つまり、もし仮に振り向かせたい相手がいたら、尽くすよりも尽くさせろということと理解していいのですか？
さあ、あくまでもそういう説もあるって程度だけれども、個人的には納得できる話ではあると思うわ。好きな人ができたことがある女の子なら誰だって経験があることじゃないかしら。
なるほど。そういうことでしたらなんとなくわかります。紡さん、わかるんですか？ということは紡は恋をしたことがあるんだな。どうでしょう。断言することはためらわれる。そのようなところでしょうか。
なんとなく恋したことがあるのかもみたいな感じかしら。
そうですね。その表現が近いかもしれませんね。尽くすよりも尽くさせろか。
そうね。相手に尽くすのは簡単だけど相手に尽くさせるのは難しいんじゃないかしら。
りょうさん納得できると言ってましたよね。ということはりょうさんも好きな人がいるということなんですか？
好きな人か。そうね。そんな人がいたかもしれないわね。でもその恋はもう消滅しているから。
消滅？
そう。終わってしまった恋心だわ。
え？それってりょうが失恋したことあるってことか？
私は失恋しかしたことないわ。成就した恋なんてない。
そうなんですか。意外です。女子にも男子にも絶大な人気があって、りょうなら人間なんてよりどりみどりだろう。
そんなことないわ。少なくとも私が望んだものはいつだって形にならないのよ。
りょうさん。
We were talking about cleaning the dishes, right? I'm sure the topic was about who's going to clean the dishes just a while ago. Still, the conversation, happening right now has caught me by surprise. Even someone like Ryo could get heartbroken. This man must have been very handsome, like an idol. Just thinking about it makes me a little mad.
恋を成就させたことないですか？なんか私みたいな言い方ですね。
What? You've been in love before?
何ですかその言い方。軽く殺意を覚えたのですが。
Nah, sorry about that.
兄さんみたいな当変木にはわからないと思いますけど、私だって恋をします。好きな人くらいいます。
I see. Suppose that's normal. I've been living with Eiko all this time and I've never seen any signs of her being in love before. And I guess the normal little sister would be hiding things from her brother and not just matters regarding love. It was probably just another case of that. Yet I couldn't help but feel a sense of incompetency in myself. Don't know about other brothers and sisters. It might be fine for them, but I'm the only immediate relative Eika had. It's my belief that I should have at least been able to notice this sort of change in my little
ならいいじゃない。まだその恋は。
そうですね。でもりょうさんの恋だって本当に終わったのかどうかなんてわからないかもしれませんよ。
そんなことないわ。私の恋はとっくに終わってる。
みんな順調だな。鬼ヶ瀬様は恋をされたことはないのですか？私、そんなのないよ。
ないの。
なんだよ、りょう。
It's a good look.
別に。ただ珍しい反応だと思っただけ。なんだかすごく動揺しているように見えたから。
なんで私が動揺することあるんだ。私は余裕だぞ。
そう。
なんだそれ。そうって私をバカにしているのか。
いいえ別に。
なんでさっきから半笑いなんだ。表に出ろ。勝負だりょう。
嫌よ。
まあまあお二人ともそんな喧嘩などなさらずに。ですがなるほど。昨晩からご厄介になっておりますので、いささか状況を理解できずに困惑しておりましたが、今おおよそ理解しました。でしたらこうしましょう、長司様。
Huh? After being cast aside from the conversation all this time, why are you talking to me right now?
どうぞ。スポンジです。精一杯私たちのために後片付けをしてください。
Huh?
なるほどね。それが一番いいかもしれないわね。
Huh? What the heck? I don't get it. First you're talking about love and now we're back to cleaning dishes again? There's a limit to topic hopping, you know?
話など飛んでませんよ。長司様の頭の中はある意味飛んでいるのかもしれませんが。
Well, yeah, from their perspective, it still makes sense. おい。
私たちはずっと後片付けを誰がするかという話をしていたのですよ。
Like hell you were.
何言ってるのかしら兄さん。さっきからずっと後片付けの話をしていたのだけど。
エイカちゃん、この牧年人に何か期待する方が無理だから。とりあえず命令よ。すぐに皿を洗いなさい。ついでに私たちの部屋を掃除しておいて。
I don't get it. How did things become like this?
まあ、長司がバカだから話についていけないだけじゃないか。
I don't want to hear that from you of all people.
なんだと？失礼だぞ。いさかいはその辺で。とにかく長司様は後片付けをしてください。私はお風呂の用意をしてきます。
Seriously, I don't have any allies at all. So I ended up cleaning the dishes for some reason. How in the world did things turn out like this? It's not like it's the first time something like this has happened either. It's just the thought patterns between genders are different. Eika would always come to some sort of mutual understanding with Ryo and leave me out of the conversation. Stuff like that happened many times in the past. I guess it was just another one of those times. I'm gonna end the part here though. I know short ones are about that, but anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this one and see you next time. Bye bye.